Hey, 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 howdy, howdy, howdy. How's everybody today? Yeah, thanks those who are coming. Um, yeah. Today I was going to talk about spirituality. It's a thing that a lot of us go through, a lot of us have trouble with, a lot of, miscontake. Um, the thing is that nobody really knows should I or should I not believe, should this be this, should I that or that. We are what we are. And the deal about spirituality is that, religion is a controlled substance. It's that you do as I say, not what the scriptures say, not what God said, not what this is what I say, what goes. And that's why I have a problem with these denomination church that wants to break religion. I grew up a Southern Baptist, and anything, and I knew some guys I went hunting with when I was a kid in Maysville, Oklahoma, that believed that anything outside of a Baptist is homosexual. If you listen to Christian rock, you're homosexual. If you have fun, you're homosexual. You're all this stuff, and they've told that to me ever since I was 13. And they still believe that a man has fun with what he believes in that is a homosexual. This is in Maysville, Oklahoma. You know, and the thing is that what I believe in and what I don't believe in, or how I believe in that, is the questions. And we have been brought up and taught that there are rules and regulations and stuff on what to do and what not to do. Well, I've done some investigation. I've checked out. I've studied. I've actually believed and got involved with a lot of cultures and stuff. And yeah, I'm a universal believer, although my ID says ordained minister, but I don't consider myself as a pastor or preacher. I do consider myself as a minister life coach. Years ago, that was back 0403, that I was called to be a spiritual guide. And I argued with my creator. He wanted me to be, you know, and I didn't want to be, a minister. I wanted to be a counselor. I wanted to be anything than what I am, but he pointed it out. I can actually do both, and I became a spiritual man. And what people don't realize is that a spiritual man is a person that don't badmouth people's belief, but encourages people to believe. Most places they consider me as their counselor. In the groups I was in, I joined a Wiccan group, and they wanted me to be the counselor of the group. They wanted me this. I don't know why, but I study a lot. I do a lot of psychology. You can see behind me. I'm also, like it says, I'm a hypnotherapist. I've been certified master hypnotherapist. I'm also an ordained minister, but I don't have one set of belief. And I use the word belief because I don't like the word religion. Religion seems like you have to have a membership card and all that sort of stuff. Should I believe in Buddha? Should I believe in Taoism? Should I believe in Wiccan? Should I believe in Native American? Should I believe in Muslim? Should I believe in Hindu? The deal that I could say is go where you feel positive. I mean positive power. You know, go with that. Your calling will call you. And it ain't about who says this, it ain't that. It's how you're predicted and how your communication of your higher power and your beliefs and how you feel about it. You know. And to be technically, you don't really have to believe in anything if you don't want to. You know. Its society is that God made us a brain to use. how we use it, that's our business. You know, we can ask questions to our Father. We can ask questions to the Great Spirit. We can ask a lot of things. You know, it's a culture that we live in, and there's so much different stuff that people are arguing that is so confusing. How can you follow a belief if you don't understand what anybody in the hell are they talking about? Why are you? Stop. Listen. This is where meditation. Buddha says meditate. Listens for the answer. Listen. If we're too busy thinking about what I didn't do yesterday and what I'm going to do tomorrow and all this, all that, where'd all this, I never heard what the Creator wanted me to do. I'm so busy out here and all this, and then we get to the point, well, if there was a God, He would have done this and this. Well, have you ever thought about taking time and listening to the man? Duh. You know, we're in a university where we either cry, we live, we hurt, you know. And I do believe there is other life forms, other places. We're not the only people in the universe, you know. But who am I to say God did not create anybody else? I'm not saying a lot. Like I go to my hometown, oh, that's you know, isn't there, you know, blah, blah. Always negativity, nothing positive, you know. Yeah. I remember reading Confusion one time. He was saying in this deal that I remembered that there is going to be a Messiah that people worship and like that's going to die on a piece of wood. And you look at today after that, millions of years later, this man Jesus died on a wooden cross. You know, so you know some of that kind of goes back and forth. You know, it all started in the beginning. Let me give you a little history. Back in pagan, how pagan first started. People don't really, a lot of people don't really know the history of pagan. They'll argue with you that it is, but they're arguing with what they were told. Pagan started out not believing anything. They were nothing. Okay, you had a group of people that branched over and started having a spiritual beliefs. Uh, where you could say, for instance, Wiccan came in, magical herbs and everything and all that. And see, pagan used to be the women caretakers. We survived by the animals, watching the animals. You know. Then the witches came along, which really were Celts back then, and they would have their celebrations. They would jump around with their balloons, and they looked at a distance. They looked like they were playing. And then you had another culture that went into Buddha, the Hindu, the Tao, and it all became pagan. Then it became more of this, more of that. Native American and a lot of your Asian countries still practice a lot of pagan. Native American is what they did. They didn't change their belief. They added to their beliefs, and they added to the cultures. A lot of it they were forced to because you know white people and all that coming in taking the land, but a lot of tribes were willing to adapt to learn stuff. And the old saying is, to conquer my enemy must first learn about my enemy. And also, you know, when you're looking for people to connect with, I suggest be very, very, very careful because there's a lot of cult groups that could use a lot of stuff. They could say they're Buddha, they could say they're Native American, they could say they're Christians, they could take some of the teachings, make you think they're this, they're that, you know. And it says in the Christian Bible, it says you will know them by their fruits. Buddha said that give them enough time and they will reveal their real colors. You know, Hindu is good, and if you guys really want to learn that, there's a podcast, Wisdom of the Sage. These are two guys that went around all your Middle East and every studied Hindu, studied a lot. Hindu was a lot what we believed in before Jesus Christ came in. And also it's what we believed before Buddha. They believed in heaven and hell, they believed in Jesus, they believed a lot of stuff. And some people believe, if you don't believe in our culture, you believe, no, everybody's different cultures. We had herbs. First Corinthians in the Bible says we had herbs that could have cured cancer back then. The remedy was supposed to have been passed down to sons and daughters, fathers, mothers, everything and all that. Well, my dad, he's a Chickasaw, and he said it just got easier, just go to the store and buy it, and then they passed a law and make that remedy. We had stuff that cured a lot of disease they got away from. A lot of it was accused of black magic because herbs are healing. Native Americans still use it, but there's a lot of effect that it's not really like it's magic power or anything like that. It's herbs that were provided by the spirit, which put a lot of energy into it, and you got to believe that it works. But a lot of the herbs don't work the same way with a lot of people. There's certain people. We are different people. We are the same but different. It's kind of like I believe in rock and roll. They believe in country, back and forth. But then you take this group that likes artists, bring them over here. Take some out of here that likes artists, bring them over here. Now you have another group. You got country, rock and roll group. And it goes on, and each person in each group is connected to another group, which is connected to another group, which is connected to another group. We are the same, but we are different people. Same thing is like beliefs, our energy. My correct contact comes directly with me, and it only works when I have a direct contact energy to a creator of my understanding. Don't work for him, don't work for her. It's my beeline. Even if they hurt us and that, it wouldn't make any sense to them. And this guy, we all can believe in the same God. We can all go to the same church, but we all have different ways we believe in a creator because he connects with us. I've been told, he talks to you through the Bible. He talks to you. No, there are scriptures of the Bible about your problem. And God will tell you to read that, or he will correctly come and tell you himself. I know this for a fact because I remember being in the presence of the Great Spirit. And I asked him a question, which is the world is caught up in purpose. What is my purpose? He snickered and he said, purpose? I don't have no purpose for you. And I'm like, well, what do you got me here? He said, because I'm your special child. I can use you when I need to reach people that nobody else can. And he has, and that's the thing I'm trying to say is people are like, you got a purpose. You better get off your rear. You better start working. You better start getting this stuff done. That's your purpose. Better get it down. You better find out what your purpose is. You don't have time to enjoy and live life. You got to find out what your purpose is. Who started that? God wants you to enjoy, help people, carry the message, have a good time. Where did it say I had to go out and work and find my purpose and fill up and just put everything else on hold and wait and then I see if I did a good job? And Jesus goes, where is that written at? Please show me. I really would like to know. We are here because God wants us to be here for a reason. And it's not a purpose. And it's not like I feel my purpose that I can go to heaven. No, it's not like that. No. We follow a belief. We follow the Great Spirit. We do it by his will. And yet we go for willpower. Self-will run wild. I messed my self-will when I went started drinking. You know, I gave that career up when I started using. I lost the power to control anything. Self-will is I have a new employer. Good things come to me if I just do God's will. Let thy will be done, not mine. I've done blew my will. I got to do it for another will that works for me. And that will of that higher power is my understanding, not anybody else. You know. I remember one time I'm in the cards. I got this. I have 9 totems. And I went up to this guy. Oh yeah, I live this, I live that. And I said, no, you can only have the one totem. It is written you can only have one totem. Wars said that's just a tradition. It's just Well, one day I went down to North Carolina, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, and I was in the Wounded Warrior program at the time, and well, it wasn't 5 points. It was called the Little 5 Points. And I went over there, and I was seeing this crystal Wiccan store. Went in there, got talking. And they said, oh, Nida, there's a Native American shop around the corner. There is? Yeah, I walk in there, and there's a young guy, a little younger than me, and just started, like he knew I was there, I didn't even say a word, just walked in, and he just started telling me all cultures. He said, it don't matter if you got how many totems. It's how you predict it. There is nothing wrong with that. People want you to do it their way, not the way it's intended to do it. You're a creator, your way to do it. And yeah, I have 9 totems. They all teach me different things. The Black Panther teaches me how to fear the unknown. The wild boar teaches me how to confront my enemies without fear. The bear helps me invite people in without fear. The hummingbird teaches me how to dream. Yeah, I have a hummingbird, a fairy dog, a lizard, an alligator. And I don't know. It's just kind of weird, but they all teach me certain things. They also have other spirit guides. And spirit guides, totems, we're all thinking more animals. No, it could be a tree, it could be a rock, it could be an angel. A spirit guide could be almost anything. You know, we don't know what our spirit guide is. And a spirit guide is actually the word they're using now. It used to be the totem. It's that when you're born, you're set with a guardian, a spiritual guardian to guard you through everything. And see, our parents are really our teachers that were given to God to teach us the elementaries of life and spirituality, and that was their job. Our real parent, my real father, is the one that created, you know. And some of these people have failed on their parent guiding and everything and all that, you know. And see, the difference in a parent and a mother and a father. A mother and father's love, care, everything, and all that. But a parent is disciplined. You did wrong. And we tell you why you did wrong and why not to do that and teach you how to do that. But when we come mother and father, let's go to the ball games, go to the park, museum, let's take fun, hey. But sometimes a parent is somebody that's got to sit down guidelines. And I know with my son, we never actually, it was a lot of deals. He got away, and if he messed up, we took privileges away until he could earn his privileges. And it does work. When you have to do it without, you got to do this to get it. It don't happen that way. But when they get older, they start understanding that, hey, if I want to keep this, I better not do that. And my son, he was open. I've never told my son, and it was funny. He came up to me one day and said, "Hey, I want to go to church. I want to be." And it was funny. He said, "I don't want to go to church. It preaches about hell all the time." And I knew where he was coming from. I knew exactly where he was coming from. Because I was raised in the Baptist. That's all they say. You go to hell. You sin. You might as well forget it. And my aunt was a Pentecostal. If you don't go to her church, you're going to hell. And when you tell her, oh yeah, I know. But they don't preach it, but they know it. But I asked him first, do you believe in God? And he said, yeah. And I told him, look for a nomination, this open nomination. And that's the thing is that we all believe, but the connection of stuff is that I believe the Native American, Lincoln, Tao, Buddha, and Christian are all connected together, but we have an evil force that keeps them all separate because if we all came together, Satan wouldn't have no power at all. So we got to divide. Well, they were evil. Oh, no, they're going to. If you really understand, Satan wants you to believe that you cannot bring these together because that way he knows that if we all came together in these certain beliefs, that he would be weak. He cannot have that, so he's got to keep us separate to be strong. You know, and the thing is that at times, it's confusing, and that's why it's so confusing. Why a lot of people are this way, you know. They're automatically. I've known some people. Now, don't listen to the Beatles. They're devil worshippers, all that. Well, McCartney became an ordained minister. No, he's a Beatle. Can't accept him. And I've heard this more from the Baptists. You cannot accept Paul McCartney if he's a Christian, baptized, or what, because he played for the Beatles. And that's all I've heard people say why he cannot be in a Christian organization. And I've heard that from several Baptist people that I've hung around, friends of mine. And I've also been in Baptist church where I've worn my leathers. I'm a biker. I threaten them because of the way I look. Not because I'm a Christian, baptized, served the Lord, became a minister, because I'm representing something they don't like. And that ain't the way it is. We're here to listen. God sends people. I mean, if you look in the old, even Buddha did not hang out with a lot of people that were richy, and Jesus didn't hang out. Beggar. You know, if you had ever read the books on Yogi talks a lot about how we come together, how to listen, how to be a part of, how to settle down, how to worship, how to communicate, why we chant. Yogi is a God-fearing man. He's read a lot about Yogi. He also is where yoga and Buddha come together. And yoga is a self-meditation exercise. Buddha does a lot of meditation. Buddha allows chanting. Chanting, if you ever notice music in every culture, even the Native Americans will play drums all night. And it's not war drums and not spiritual drums. It's loud noises keeps the bad spirit in, and the good spirit welcomes the good spirit in. That's why we play music. Even on sad days, we play music. That's why a lot of people, when people sing at their funerals, allowing good spirits to come in. And I got to be honest with you, when I play some music, whatever it is, Buddha, I feel power. I feel positive. I feel stuff come out of me. I went to a heavy camp out, Rainbow Gathering, and I did sweats for the first time. And it just, It was like your whole self just melted away and your whole new self. I woke up in the morning, do not know why, I just started saying, "Sweet morning, sweet Jesus," just singing like I was a new person. I was just, I don't know who I was. I don't even know who it was. And yeah, but I flushed all that stuff out. I got all the energy, the toxics, everything just came out of me, and I just felt like a new person. And this camp out I went to after 10 days, I was so happy I cried. The guy that told me about it said he known me for 10 years, never seen me this happy. You know, there was some chemistry in this camp out that really, really locked into my soul. You know, and it's a feeling a lot of this comes a long ways. I mean, we're the universe, we're the people. How we live, how we do, it's our own journey. You know, now journeys is like me. I have a different journey than a lot of people do. There are some things you've done I haven't done. There are some things I've done you haven't done. But it's the same journey. It's just a lot of different rituals. And a lot of the stuff I can't do because of my health and my age. I mean, I can't be buried alive, and I don't want to do a lot of stuff. But my younger days, I would have done a lot of those rituals. But you know, there is so much to do, and a lot of this is not a have to. I get tired of, well, I want to go to something. Nothing's a have to. You don't have to fast. You don't have to be buried. You don't have to do this. These are choices, and people believe that they feel more of a contact when they are hungry. They focus more on spirit, you know, than smoking a cigarette and smoking this. They get more connection. Now, I'm not going to say if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I do know from experience I do feel a real powerful energy, and I feel more a different person. Where some guy down, like I was with the guy in the sweats, I was miserable, had this naked man sitting by me, had to stick up in the ring, you know. I'm like, okay, well, I had a great time. And, and I don't know why he thought he was going to say the naked man, because I knew the man was naked too, but I wasn't bothered me. I was there for one thing only, was praying. I don't think about this stuff. I don't think about all this. But and see, that's the point of making is he was more worried about this guy, how he feel comfortable, and his mind did not concentrate on what he was there for. And that's why, and he was the only person I talked to out of that didn't get anything out of it. Hmm. Gotta have an open mind, I hate to tell you. And see, that was where I was. My mind was open. A lot of people was open. A lot of people are saying you don't do. You know, I relax. I clear my mind. I pray. I talk a lot. You know, and I also found out I was a pops. Years. That's probably why I run fast. That's why I was. You know. I mean, if you guys want to, just drop some chats in line. As I said, I'm going to be here every Saturday. If I'm not here or not, I'm going to do videos. I'm going to, you know, I'm going to set up. I'm going to have everything here. But every Tuesday, and please send me some stuff. You know, because I want this to be your guys' group. I want you to learn. I mean, ask questions, or matter of fact, give some comments or feedback on it, and that. And I would love to hear from you people. I know a lot of people have been giving me some feedbacks on my text phone and this and that, but give some feedback on the YouTube channel. Let other people see your feedback. Give them some ideas. Sometimes it takes one to get other people to comment. Well, let's do a little moment of my ritual exercise and hypnosis. Yeah, we can't call it Coffey's hypnotherapist if I don't do at least one hypnosis. Okay, I want everybody sit comfortably. Make sure your feet on the floors, no eating, no smoking, no chewing gum, tobacco, whatever. Yeah. Just let everything go. Just breathe out. When you feel comfortable, yeah. Now, I want you to breathe in, exhale, slow. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, usually my eyes close on the third breathing. If your eyes haven't closed on the third one, allow your eyes to close. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now feel some relaxing energy coming from above, feeling all the way down to the chest, going back up above it, going down the side of the head, down the ears, down to the neck, down to the jaw, and then feel the lips, the eyes, the nose, feeling relaxed. Going down to the shoulders, going down to the chest, and down to the biceps, elbows, arms, wrists, hands, fingers. Just letting it flow all throughout the fingers, going all the way down to the chest, stomach, the waist, pelvis, hips, thighs, knees, shins, ankles, heels, feet, toes. Just let it all go through. Just feels real warm feeling. That's good energy, that warm feeling coming through. Good, nice. Yeah. As you're walking through, we're walking up, and we see these stairs that are going up. And we go up to the top of the stairs, and we see a door. We open this door, and we meet a spirit guide. It's going to take us on a journey. Yeah. It's going to go with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Deep sleep. Every time I mention the word deep sleep, it's your permission. You were on a hypnotic stage. Now he takes you into another room. And the room has got a lot of spiritual tools, stuff, using everything, um, picking our spiritual tools that we need, and listening to this. And then we go into another room, and a spirit guide is showing us these are training with the tools, learning spiritual, listening, what pastors saying, what other people are saying, listening to what they are saying, following through, uh, teaching us how to win, teaching us how to deal with false prophets, teaching us to deal with the people of commanding, teaching us how to incorporate in an appropriate way how to deal with unwanted spirits. Now, as we got these down, we go into another room, which there's stairs that go down, and these are 20 steps down, starting with 19, 18, 17, 16, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zero. Deep sleep, deep sleep, deep sleep. Now, with all the training, the knowledge, the wisdom, we learn so we can have wisdom. Wisdom is learned knowledge. We go through and we realize what we have learned in the tools. We would know who to watch out for false prophets that claim they are who they are. And we know what we have learned from our spirit guide. We have put our faith into a creator. And we learn from all the wisdoms. And we learn how to use it. And we go on. And we feel safe. That we know what is true and what is not. Our creator will talk to us and tell us. We'll find a place where we feel comfortable lying down, sitting in a chair, or what. And we'll sit there for a few minutes and just meditate, not thinking of anything, just listening to the sounds, feeling, absorbing, smell, taste, just absorbing those 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, as we're coming up, remember everything you have learned and learned on this journey. Practice some of the things. Find a group you like and commit to. Do more search on these people you want to follow. You know, not necessarily follow, but people you want to be a part of. Make sure they are what they say they are. And, that's somebody with zero, shutting the door and all that. 1, coming back. 2, coming more self. 3, coming more aware. 4, being alert. 5, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wide awake. Wide awake. Yeah. So, I like thanking you all being here. And yeah, if you're in the East Tennessee, there's a place called the Crystalline Light Expo 24. Yeah, $10 free. Yeah, and that's the address right there. Yeah, these are stuff to come and listen. And some of this is part of hypnosis. This also helps a lot of what we were talking about today. So that's on the 24th, 21st. I'm old. September, Saturday, the 21st, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Rothschild Catering and Conference Center, 8807 Kingston Pike, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37923. And like I said, right there, write that down. Yeah. And practitioner will offer their amazing service. They include information, features, hands-on, activities, visit, and also you get to meet me in person. I'll be out there. I don't know if I'm going to do a booth or not, but if you see me, talk to me. I'll see you later. Bye. Love y'all.